Right, so I thought I'd do a bit of an unboxing, first impression type video for this Makita belt sander that I've just got. So I believe this is the cheapest of all the belt sanders that Makita has. It's a 100mm or 4-inch belt sander. I think it was about $178. So yeah, let's have a look, get into it. So I got this to sand back all these edges of all the timber walls. So I've got a nice flush joint because I'm going to put a timber trim around all of it. So I figured get this belt sander, rip it back, because I didn't want to use a planer because I might nick a nail or something. So I'm hoping this will do the trick. So let's have a look in here. So first thing, I have this bracket. Now this is one of the reasons why I wanted this one, because this bracket actually mounts to the frame, and you can actually flip it upside down and use it as a bench sander. Got a dust bag. Hoping I can get my caster vacuum into it so I don't have to use that. Some paperwork, does anyone actually read those? Spare carbon pad for under the sanding belts, and the sander itself. Alright, so straight off the bat, this is not light. She's a heavy girl, but it's good size, decent length on the lead, and it looks pretty thick, pretty strong. Yeah, it's pretty heavy. Comes with a sanding belt, so looks like the adjustment for the belt is with this lever on the side. Pretty easy to take on and off. So comes with a P80 grit sandpaper. And that's spring loaded, so just flicking that back on. Get your fingers clear. That's the handle, comes off, and I believe this goes in here. So you can flip it upside down and put that on backwards. So you can flip this upside down, you can even bolt that down, and you've got yourself bench sander. So, or you could even make a little jig on it, hold it on its side, and you can actually use it as a push sander on its side. So yeah, that little bracket's pretty handy. And then you've got the adjustment for the wheel to align the sanding belt so it's straight on the actual plate. Put the bag on. Nothing too fancy, it's a bag. Let's plug it in and see how she goes. Alright, so they're all plugged in. So what I will do is I'll just make sure that the belt isn't going to shift too close left or right, so I'll adjust it with this belt. So I'll just hold the trigger down slightly, and then you just adjust this dial and you'll watch the belt actually move left and right. So you just keep it on until you find the sweet spot. So it's actually pretty good from factory, but always should just double check that every time you put a new belt as well. So that's good to go. So I've just set up around a bit of wood that I had lying around. So I'll try it with the the dust bag first, and yeah, then I'll try and use the vacuum, see if that makes any difference with the dust. Also, it actually isn't that loud. I thought it'd be a lot louder. Yeah, not bad. It's a pretty hard wood as well. So the dust actually, there's a little bit lingering around, but it's not actually like terrible. I do want to try it with the vacuum on it though. So the vacuum with the nozzle on it just won't fit. So I actually can remove the nozzle on my vacuum, and the flexi hose just fits straight into it, and it's pretty like that's on there. So let's set this up and see how it goes with the vacuum. Okay, so with the vacuum in it, there's literally zero dust floating around. So that is a massive plus. So if I'm actually doing heaps of sanding in here, which I will be, have this plugged in, and I'm not going to cover the whole shed in dust. So I'm pretty happy with that. It's worked out well. I'll just add that there also is a button to hold the trigger down, so if you're doing a lot of sanding, it'll hold the trigger down for you, so you don't have to sit there holding it with your finger the whole time. So I might just set it up as a bench sander and see how that goes. I'm intrigued to see if the dust is actually collected when it's sitting up like this. So let's give it a crack. I wonder if it walks around as well. So that was actually pretty good. I don't have any dust all over my shirt, so I would have thought if that was going to blow out heaps of sawdust that I'd be covered in it. So I'm actually pretty clean. So yeah, overall impressions, pretty happy with it actually. I'll know for sure when I start using it. I've got a feeling that the weight of it's going to make it a little bit hard when I'm doing something up high or I'm stretched out, but I'll make do. Happy with the dust extraction. Yeah, the only sort of downside is the weight if you're going to do stuff holding it up, which I wouldn't have thought these are really designed for that. They're more for sanding slabs and laying down flat. And that's the Makita M9400B belt sander. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.